We finally know when the trailer is coming and a little bit more. How's it going, guys? As always, my name is Jimmy Champane, and if you like monsters, slashers, pretty much any movie shot during, inspired by, or set during the 1980s, this is the channel for you. Today we're talking about Halloween Kills and the elusive trailer that we've all been waiting for months on end now that seems to be coming very soon, but then just doesn't come out for a while, and it's super annoying. So in my last video, which was about a month ago, I predicted that we would probably see the trailer for Halloween Kills on the first Friday of June because that's when the trailer for Halloween 2018 dropped. So that would have lined up with like June 4th or something like that. Obviously, here we are almost at the end of June and we still don't have a trailer, so my prediction was wrong. The interesting thing there is that after I did the video where I straight up said I was just guessing based off the calendar and I wasn't using any sources or anything like that, a bunch of people decided to go down in the comments and start a bunch of arguments saying that the trailer was 100% coming July 11th, they had an ironclad source, blah, 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 everything that I was complaining about in the video before that. So I looked into who actually said the trailer was coming out July 11th, and it turned out to be my friend Dave McCrae, who does have some good sources. Like every time I've ever heard of him making a prediction, it usually comes true based on a source. So if you want to believe someone's sources, I will definitely say Dave McCrae's are ironclad. But anyway, because I like to have fun and ultimately none of this matters, I just decided to stick with what I had originally heard, and other than a few people who really need to go outside and touch grass, everyone else seemed to be okay with it down in the comments. Seriously guys, most of you are awesome. So because June 4th came and went and we didn't have a trailer, I just decided Dave was probably right, and there really wasn't anything going on with Halloween Kills around that time, so I started working on my second channel, which is called PS Ready. It's all about PlayStation if you guys want to go check it out. Things really started to pop off over there, so I was like, I'll come back to my channel when there's some actual news to talk about, because if there's one thing you guys know I really hate, it's bullshitting you in videos. But just when I was starting to get worried that we might see a delay or something, which would obviously really suck, someone tweeted an image at me that showed that the trailer for Halloween Kills has been rated in Alberta, Canada, and it also gave us the runtime. So basically what it shows is that the trailer was rated 14A, which makes sense because it's a trailer, it's not the actual movie, so I feel like 14-year-olds are probably safe to see it. It also shows that the trailer is 2 minutes and 37 seconds long, and then finally that it was rated on June 18th. And I'm sorry we're going back to the sources thing again, but you guys know I really don't like regurgitating info that I hear from sources because I've had people lie to me quite a bit. I also think it creates this culture where stuff leaks way too early and we know everything about movies before they come out. I really don't like that kind of stuff, but when I saw this trailer get rated and the runtime and when it got rated, I realized that I had talked to someone just over a month ago who told me that the trailer was just around 2.5 minutes long and it would be coming a lot sooner than I thought, which is kind of why I was like sticking to the early June date that I originally predicted, because I had heard that info, but I wasn't gonna put it in a video because I didn't want it to be wrong. And the strange and interesting thing about all of this is that Fast 9 is supposed to come out in theaters this Friday, June 25th, which will put it a week after this trailer being rated on June 18th. And that's a Universal movie that's also going to have Jurassic World Dominion footage before it. So I feel like if Universal really wants to capitalize and get all of their stuff out there for people to be excited for the rest of the year, this week is probably a good time to do it. So if we don't see the trailer this week, I would guess we see it next week around July 1st, just because dropping a trailer right before a holiday weekend seems like a good idea to me. I don't really have any reason other than that, but there's a lot of Universal stuff going on right now, so it would feel weird to not at least get a Halloween Kills trailer or even a Candyman trailer. Surprisingly, even though Universal has had to drip feed us content for a couple of years now, they've actually done a pretty good job of not showing us anything that's actually going to spoil the movie. And usually with Universal movies, that first official trailer is when they start dropping major spoilers. So if you're like one of the 5 people out there who haven't had major plot points spoiled because someone spoiled the script in comments or something like that, or you just haven't really thought about what's going to happen in Halloween Kills, you might want to avoid the trailer. At the very least, I'm definitely going to do a breakdown video on it because I'm so excited for it. I really love that teaser they put out last Halloween, especially that shot of Michael swinging that hammer across and hitting someone with it. I don't want to see more of that kind of stuff. I just want more confirmation about what the story setup is going to be. I know at its core, it's a Halloween movie. It's very simple. That's exactly what I want. Michael Myers is going to escape the burning house. He's going to walk to Haddonfield and he's going to kill a lot of people. But every time I think about Halloween Kills, the thing that sticks in my mind is the working title of this movie, which was Mob Rules. And we've heard from so many people that the kill count in this movie is going to be insanely big. It's going to be the biggest kill count in any Halloween movie ever. We've seen so much practical gore in the trailers that we've gotten so far. I just want little bits of teases about that mob that Michael Myers is going to face off against, presumably. Like, I just love the idea of Michael tearing his way through a ton of people because it's a new situation for him, right? We haven't seen, at least in this timeline, him taking on multiple people other than 3, 4, maybe 5 at once. A literal mob, that's like 100 people maybe, and it's gonna be weird to see him in that setting. It's been really nice lately to be able to go to the movie theater, to be able to go to bars, to see my friends, to especially not have to wear a mask, and I feel like we're just building up at this point to that like final run at the end of the year when things finally go back to normal, and having Halloween in October to get excited for a Halloween that we can actually go out and do stuff for is just exactly what I want. And the really annoying thing is that all the deals that Universal has been making with all these different theater chains, like on how many days you have to wait before you put a movie on VOD, have been wishy-washy and they've been moving around, but I'm still sticking with my hope that we'll get to see Halloween Kills in theaters on the 15th and then get to watch it at home on Halloween, because that's like the best of both worlds. I love Halloween. I really want to watch Halloween Kills on Halloween, but I don't want to waste my entire Halloween night in a movie theater. You know, I'd love to have my friends over, get some pizza, get some popcorn, grab a couple beers, really enjoy it on the big screen instead of going to the movie theater again. That's like the only day in the entire year that I don't want to be in a movie theater. And honestly, guys, I don't want to get too excited too early, but we still have some awesome slashers to look forward to for the rest of the year. I've heard some really good things about the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I have an update on test screenings actually coming out very soon. I've heard Candyman is really shaping up to be awesome, and that's still slated for August, I think. We of course have Scream 5 in January. I think Escape Room 2 is coming out soon, which actually looks interesting to me. I remember when I went to the theater to see that movie, the first one, and I was expecting garbage, and it ended up actually being pretty cool. So having horror movies to look forward to for the entire year, I know it's not going to last because we're just getting out all the movies that got delayed, but it's nice. We've had a good horror movie to go watch at the theater for pretty much every month for the past few months. And if you haven't seen A Quiet Place Part 2 yet, that is going to be tough to beat for my movie of the year. I think Halloween Kills probably has a good shot, but we're off to a great start with horror movies. Things are finally starting to get back to normal, and it looks like we finally have this trailer to look forward to sooner rather than later. I feel like this is the third time I made this video in the past couple months, which is another reason why I didn't want to make another one, but we got this real info for once, and I thought it was worth finally giving you guys an update on. And real quick before I go, if you guys want to see my opinions on other horror movies, I definitely recommend following me on Twitter at Jimmy Champane. That's my Instagram as well, and both of those accounts are linked in the description. Make sure you let me know what you think of all of these updates down in the comments below, and remember to subscribe if you haven't already and set your notifications to all. As always, guys, my name is Jimmy Champane, and I'll see you in the next one. Shape on.